I also said, well, I mean, of course, I forgot. That's my apologies. I forgot that I have to talk to you like you're a woman and talk to you like you're a child. And then she proceeded to throw harder, whatever the hell that means.
You could tell you ain't never talked to no girl before. You could tell you ain't got no girl or no significant other in your life. Let's start there. Let's start right there.
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you a question. Is this really you, gang, or you trolling?
Yo.
What's good? Your boy Crash Shot Gabe back at it with another one. Today we are tapping into gamers like this are ruining everything. It's a video by Way At Ron. So we're about to tap in and see what type of gamers is ruining things and kind of what's really going on with the gaming community. I'm really thinking about jumping into the gaming community. I do be playing games occasionally. I do want to play games a little bit more online and, you know, let you guys get a part of that with me as well. But we're going to try to tap in and see what type of gamers not to become if we do decide the game. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notifications just so you can lock your boy in. You know what I mean? Without further ado, let's tap in.
The guy in this video is a blockhead, but do not spread hate to anyone in this video. Also, I don't mean any disrespect, and I'm not trying to come off as condescending by using describing words like female. Enjoy the video.
After the last loss in my ranked game, I'm going to say something super controversial. I don't care. Agree, disagree, get angry. I don't care. Go to hell. Y'all want to know what genuinely has made the gaming?
I ain't gonna lie, me and him already are uncompatible. I don't even like how he came off, man. I ain't getting in no gaming chat with Buddy. I'm all right. I ain't even liking the way he coming off. I'm not even liking the energy old boy giving off.
Experience worse. More and more women coming onto the game. Yes, I'm saying that. I'm making
He look like he got folders on his computer and stuff that he don't supposed to have.
known. I am saying that the more women who play video games are making video games worse. They are making the experience worse. And here's why.
Did he just say girls online playing video games is making it worse? Yeah, that title above his head matches perfectly.
Video games for the longest time was a primarily male-dominated hobby. That means that men...
So? What that supposed to mean? Like, just because it's male dominated, they got different games now. Girls can enjoy them too. They got characters now. I remember before where you couldn't even like really even get like black characters in games. Like when you had certain games, when you customize, it was always looking like Tony, Romero, maybe a couple Spanish hairstyles. Now they got afros, cornrows, dreads. You can get any type of complexion you want on your skin. You can make it a boy or girl. Games is advancing, my boy. You a hater.
gonna act like men. They're gonna act like males because it's mainly been males. Just like if you
I'm not even gonna stop. I'm gonna just keep letting him talk. I'm gonna stop every 5 seconds if I keep going at this rate. I'm sorry.
go to a fucking sewing club, for example.
All right, I said I wasn't gonna stop. Sewing club, my nigga. You for real? This boy said if they play video games, girls are gonna act like dudes because it's mostly dudes that played it previously. That's the logic he's going with. He said that they should be in a sewing. This boy is, yeah, cancel him, man. These are the type of people that don't need to be online. He needs help. He needs help.
That's a primarily female dominated industry. So the women are going to talk.
But who the fuck you know so? Stop acting like it's just a normal hobby. Who you talking about, Grandma Sandy Sue? Who you talking about that's out here just sewing clothes for a hobby? Who's doing that? Just the fun of it. That's a skill set. People got to learn that. They got to be passed down. Ain't nobody just, grandma, no one ever taught them how to sew and they just up to date. They want to just need it. And they got a whole group in this community chat. It's not like that. And even if it was, if somebody don't want to sew, they can go play games if they want to. Shit's fun.
Amongst other women, like they would talk with women. They're going to act like women. Now, why do I believe that women coming into gaming is ruining gaming? Because they're acting like women and they expect men to act differently. Now, why am I going on this whole rant? I just had a woman throw a game because me and everyone else on the team was asking her, how did you die in your cloak and dagger ult? They didn't have any ult counters. We weren't flaming. We were just genuinely curious because there's no way that she should have died. She took this as an attack, decided to go Adam Warlock, and then threw the game. I promptly also said...
But let's be honest, that's not only girls doing that. There's dudes doing that too. Like, I've watched plenty of videos where dudes get online and they don't like the role you pick on Marvel Rivals and they decide they want to throw the game. That's not a female exclusive activity. It ain't even got nothing to do with the female at all. That's an emotional thing to do. That ain't got nothing to do with her being a girl. It's dudes that do the same thing. I'm pretty sure y'all do the same thing too. You look like you get emotional and you rage quit as well.
I shouldn't have said this, but I don't care. I also said, well, I mean, of course, I forgot. That's my apologies. I forgot that I have to talk to you like you're a woman and talk to you like you're a child. And then she proceeded to throw harder, whatever the hell that means. And
You could tell you ain't never talked to no girl before. You could tell you ain't got no girl or no significant other in your life. Let's start there. Let's start right there.
agree or disagree if you want. Women don't know how to take accountability. Argue with a wall. I watched the replay. She died because she walked out of her ult. I watched it, it's clipped. But because we wanted to know how she died, and I guess she just took it as an attack, she threw the game. If women are gonna play video games, I'm not saying that they need to act like men, but they need to understand how men communicate.
Well, maybe you just need to stop taking the game so goddamn serious. How about that? Let's start with that point. Maybe you need to start taking games so serious. And if you want to rely so heavily on people online, random people online, how about you make yourself find you a solid team of dudes? How about that? Y'all go into a lobby fully stacked up so you can't get nobody else on your team. But for some reason, some inkling, something in my head just telling me you ain't got enough friends to fill a lobby. Just my opinion. You might do. They just might not been on that game, but just something in my head. I don't know.
And if not, get the fuck back on Stardew Valley and Sims 4.
This right here is Why Don't Girls Like Me Final Boss. If you haven't already seen this video, I apologize. I know that was a hard watch, but I have to
Yeah, boy, you triggered me, man. Boy, that was 2 minutes and I done stopped 62 times. You triggered me, for sure.
speak on him and his mosquito brain ass philosophy. That video that he posted is relatively late and he already got crucified by the entire gaming community, but I wanted to give my piece on it because problems like this are still relevant as of late. There are grown ass cornball men and teenage boys treating women like shit on the game just because they're girls. This is lame behavior. This guy ended up posting 4 videos trying to defend this god awful take with his broken logic. And if you're a supporter of this channel, you know I love philosophy and logical fallacies and things of that nature. So in this video, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna break down his flawed logic, shit on his bad take against female gamers, and dissect and give y'all the real about this whole situation. Subscribe. Holy hasty generalization. Imagine taking the entire female gaming player base and assuming they all influence the industry in the same way. His entire argument is emotionally driven out of
Exactly. Like he's all emotions. He got hot at one game. I guarantee you that video that he recorded was like literally within minutes after he got off the game. He still had his headphones on. So he was hot out the game, decided he gonna go online and talk about how girls shouldn't play games. There was no logics involved. Any man logically, when you're in your head, before you even do it, like you might have the inkling, let me drop online and say something crazy. But logically, you're gonna be like, okay, she was just her. She was just tripping. Like you're not gonna assume that this entire gaming community of girls, like you're gonna just generalize like that. Like, come on now.
pure frustration and not actual evidence. So you know what that creates? It creates a confirmation bias. And because of that, he's going to cherry pick reality to fit his own beliefs. He claims that the reason that she threw the game is because she got emotional because they asked her how she died in her cloak and dagger role. What this grown-ass man-child did was create a sampling bias. He's only focusing on a specific moment to confirm his own beliefs.
Yeah, and he's probably not even telling you how it all the way went. He probably went to like, oh, how are you dying? Like you got coke, you know what I'm saying? He probably said it with a little sassiness to it. And then, you know what I mean, girl gonna respond to the sassiness. So she responded to it and it went there. But then all he took it, oh yeah, she's emotional. He's not looking at nothing. He's not observing the full situation.
This is just fly level thinking. You want to know why? Because he's ignoring all the chill female gamers and all the female gamers who are probably better than him at Rivals. Yeah, bro, we seen your stats. This guy just picked one bad interaction and ran with it. Rat Brain over here is blaming her behavior on her being a woman and not considering other real possibilities. Quick survey here. How many of you guys have actually been sold by a female gamer when playing the game? Because majority of the people that sell me on the game are probably kids or some grown-ass man-child just like him. Y'all let me know down in the comments because throwing games isn't some gender-specific behavior.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to say. Like, it's plenty of people online, like you said, kids, grown men on there throwing the game because their emotions evolved into it and they feeling some type of way. So he making it about only girls makes no sense.
It's like him ignoring the double standard is nefarious work because if a man did that, he would not have created that video. I have to talk to women like they're children. Bro, you're just being prejudiced at this point. Imagine being a grown-ass man with a Smash Bros cut stereotyping women over a game. Women equal childish. Women equal no accountability. This airhead makes a false norm by assuming a man's way of communicating is the standard. Have you guys ever solo queued in a game? I promise you, men do not get along in harmony the way this guy thinks. Like, this is genuinely black and white thinking. We got got grown-ass men gatekeeping video games from women.
So a lot of people were upset with my last video.
Oh my God. You got another video of this dude trying to respond to from the first video. Look at him in the car, man. Look at this dude. He looks like a cornball, man. He looks like a EDP or whatever that dude is,
Where I
man.
said that women are ruining video games. And before I start off, I just want to say I will be doubling down. I apologize for absolutely nothing. Now let's get back into it. Now, if you watch
I ain't gonna lie. I know a dude just like this dude, man. Talk like him, mannerisms the same. Man, I don't really like him either.
my last video and your takeaway was anything along the lines of, oh, but men throw games too. Congratulations, you've got the intellect of an acorn. You are the real life example of I like waffles.
Let's be honest. People that just throw insults without facts and basis, childish, emotional. He gonna compare people that use the scenario that he brought up to throw all women under the bus and to say that men do it as well, and then say they brains acorn. Just offensive, just for no reason, just because. It makes no sense. Like, it's emotional based. It's not logic. That insult was not logical because it made sense. Dudes do it as well. Everything you said that girls do in the video, we can find a male counterpart that does it. So how is the people that's making these references and these comparisons have acorn brain? Make that make sense.
Oh, so you hate pancakes? You're an idiot. Now, I absolutely agree. Men throw more games. Well, I half agree. Men hard throw more games. I think the woman in the video that I'm particularly talking about, where she literally went Adam Warlock, AFK'd, and was jumping off the map, I will say that is a rare circumstance for women. Women typically do not hard throw game. The perpetrator.
You just contradicted yourself right there. Women don't hard throw the games. She was an exception. Most women don't do that. But then when you spoke on the video before, you generalized the entire thing as saying it's all women. Women shouldn't get on games. They got to communicate like men. They got to do this like men. No, they can get on the game and play however they want to play.
Of those who hard throw games are, yes, it's mainly men. Now, what I will say that women do more often is women soft throw games far more often. What's the difference? Hard throw is when you're AFK, you're jumping off the map, you're running around in circles. That's hard throwing. Me, you, Jesus Christ, we can all look at that footage and say, yeah, that guy's throwing the game. Now, what is soft throwing? Soft throwing is, rather, let me give you an example. I, as a tank player, insult my support for not healing me properly. This support player takes it upon themselves to no longer heal me. They're just not going to heal me because they got offended. That is a soft throw. Soft throwing is when you will no longer participate in a certain aspect of.
Who cares? Who cares? Who cares between soft throwing and hard throwing? You're still losing the game. You want to gender categorize what way that they're throwing the game. Who cares? Men throw it hard, women throw it soft. The game you were talking about previously was a hard throw. It wasn't a soft throw. You was making sure to conversate that she decided she wanted to go AFK. She was hard throwing. It's not coming for women. So why did you make the previous video? The previous video could have been completely left out. If this is what you're going to say now. The previous, you're going to say you stand on what you said before and then kind of contradict yourself with the fact that you're saying men do it as well. They just do it in a different way. What is it? It's still emotional based. If you're not happy with how a match is going and you throw it, whether you throw it softly, whether you throw a fastball, whether you throw a curveball, no matter how you throw the game, you still throw the game, and it's emotional based because you could either quit or you could have just finished out strong.
The game in reference to one of your teammates. For whatever reason, it doesn't really matter, but that is soft throwing. I know every single.
You just said it doesn't really matter. It doesn't. It doesn't matter in the degree in which you throw the game. It's a matter of what you said in the previous video and blamed it on the gender for throwing the game, as if it was all women that does that. And if it was all women, that's the issue with the game.
Person who has seen an hour of Marvel Rivals content has seen at least one video or one comment, at least one, of a woman literally doing what I just explained to you. Somebody insulted them, so they decided they were no longer going to heal them. That is soft throwing.
Everyone does that. I'm almost positive it's not been games where people insult you. You're in a lobby with a bunch of people and they gang up and they insult you and you're like, you know what? I'm not gonna help y'all win. You've done it too. I'm pretty sure. You seem like the type. You seem pretty emotionally invested into the game. So if you get offended, you might do something where I don't say emotional.
And again, I just want to make sure that we're on the same page. If your main takeaway from my last video had anything to do with the way that men behave in particular when it comes to gaming and throwing or whatever, you're an idiot. Just need to make sure that we're clear on that.
So we have the intellect of an acorn because we're pointing out obvious flaws within your logic. Okay, I see what we're dealing with here. And what's with all this hard throwing and soft throwing stuff? Bro, throwing the game is throwing the game.
Exactly. Da-da. It's the same thing. He's trying to categorize it to make his bias make sense. It doesn't make sense. You're an idiot. And that insult is logically sound because you just made idiotic statements.
What the hell was even the point of this second video? You're literally not saying anything. He's calling us idiots for how we perceived his brain rot take instead of doing his due diligence and explaining what he means by it. We're not the idiot, you are, bozo. Also, you cannot half agree that men throw more games than women because you already agreed to the notion that gaming is a male-dominated space under your own ignorance of evidence. So by your logic, it would only be logical to assume that men throw more games than women because gaming is a male-dominated space. Is that too hard for you to understand? Like, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, but man, is this guy just dumb, and he likes to come off as if he's super highly intelligent when he—
Yeah, he comes off with this degree of arrogance, of entitlement. Like, he carries himself like he thinks he's brightest bulb in the shed. Like, his takes is just some interstellar information that came from another galaxy. Boy, you talking dumb shit, boy. You making no sense, man. You made no sense in the first video. In the second video, you came back and doubled down on the nonsense.
It's not.
He told the truth. I'm surprised he didn't bring up the policing of speech in terms of bans. LMAO, y'all ruin every space that men have when y'all invaded. You know what? You're so right. I can't believe I didn't bring that up. Now let's bring it up. Now let's talk about the prime of Call of Duty. I got into an argument with my chat earlier because apparently nobody knows what they're talking about. But the prime of Call of Duty was MW2 to Black Ops 2. Anybody who has any other opinion, argue with the wall, you're wrong. Now, what were those game chats filled with?
There's already a strong take. What if somebody don't like that game? They wrong because they don't find that game to be the best game. Your takes is just so absolute. It don't leave no room for other interpretations, other values. It's just yours and none. Huh? He definitely ain't got no significant other. And if it is, it's a dude.
Slurs and genuine banter back and forth, whatever. Nobody ever got muted. Nobody ever got punished. If somebody was saying something that you didn't like, you either A, talk trash back, or B, you just muted them and moved on. Now, this was over a decade ago. Where are we at now? In Marvel Rivals, if you say a cuss word, you will be muted. Because Marvel Rivals can't tell the race of the person, if you use the N-word, you will also be muted. It doesn't matter in what circumstance you use them in. You can use them in a good, positive way.
The problem is that what does that got to do with gender? What does that have to do with women? That seems more like a term issue. People's being probably too many racists online, or maybe too many N-words being dropped. But he didn't say anything that's pertaining to women. Like, that's just a evolution of a platform that realizes that, okay, we got marketing, we got business partners, we can't just allow anything. That's the same with most services, not just gaming. You know what I mean? You gotta come a little bit more respect. Back in the days when things was first coming out, they really didn't have them filters or a way to monitor people. Now they can monitor it. That keeps the online game safer. That keeps people from being too crazy and disrespectful online, just getting content straight disrespecting people. It's reasons for it, but I doubt it's because of girls playing games, because of women playing games.
Hey, and still get muted and punished for it. If my teammate just made a good play, and I say good because it was a great play and I'm excited, I will be muted and punished for that. Now, where did this come from? I can guarantee you that it did not come from men. It came from women.
I ain't gonna lie. I see why the video is named this. Gamers like this definitely ruin everything. He's trying to divide what people on game and try to control and police what's right and what's acceptable in gaming previous, because gaming used to be that way. Like, if we do that, then you go back way back in the days, and that's how a lot of racist people think. Oh yeah, back in the days, land was cheaper. Things was like less expensive. I can get this, I can get that, when we wasn't sharing black people. They could do that same type of scenario. You can't keep living in the past. That's dead. That's just the way it is. Nowadays, it's a little bit more police, and that's not only on gaming. That's in general life. They didn't used to have cameras on street lights. Now you got cameras on most cities that got street lights. Big cities got street light cameras. You got tolls. You got everything. You're gonna pay. You're gonna get found. That's life. But it's not because of women. It's because advancement in technology.
Think about it. How many women did we know a decade and a half ago who used to play video games heavy? How many women were there in general? Not that many. At least not ones that let the world know that they were women. How many are now? We can all think of If you played Marvel Rivals for 3 hours, you're probably going to run into a good amount of women.
And you're playing a game, Marvel Rivals, where most of the cast is women characters. There's girl characters all through Marvel Rivals. Of course, it's going to appeal to both men and women. Both boys and girls grow up watching these superheroes. So next is going to be after the games, women shouldn't watch superhero movies too. That was originally for dudes, but now they got women superheroes, so they still can't watch it. They got women characters in games, they can't play that either because it used to just be dudes. His logic doesn't even make sense. It's one-sided and it's not even fully thought out.
Unless you're top 500, argue with the wall. If you've ever been in a women's space or watched women talk to one another, they obviously do not communicate with each other in the same way that men communicate with each other. They just don't. So, as I said in my last video, with the fact that gaming was a male-dominated...
Yes, men and women communicate different. That's an issue. In order to game and cooperatively play a game that's meant to be fun, you have to communicate in the exact same format.
...hobby for decades, men talk to each other like men. And I'm not saying that women can't be in these spaces. That's your God-given right. But the reason why I say that women have ruined gaming isn't because there's women in gaming. It's because women, obviously not all of you, but women have come into the male-dominated spaces and are demanding that they change. That these male-dominated spaces are more accommodating to women. And I'm not gonna lie to you. That's stupid. I can give you 10 examples of how the majority does not and should not accommodate to the minority. Do you know what the minority should do? Assimilate. Wow, this sounds oddly familiar.
That sounds like racism, bruh. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. In America right now, the demographics is 70% Caucasian, 30% everybody else. So everybody else assimilate to the way of the masses, even if it's not right, if it's not like, I'm not getting the logic to it. And I definitely feel like he has some racist, like kind of like prejudice undertones. It may not be racist, but it's sexist for sure undertones in the way he's delivering stuff. Like he thinks he's better. Like he thinks he's better than somebody else.
Other conversation. Interesting how that works.
This guy has no real argument because what is he even talking about right now? Women playing games did not cause chat restrictions. What? You want to know what caused chat restrictions? Grown-ass men like you cussing out children in Black Ops 2 lobbies back in the day. That's what caused chat restrictions. Let's use your logic here for a second. You're upset because Marvel Rivals has so much policing around player speech. I'd assume they do that because it is a children-dominated game. And since we're appealing to our own ignorance because that's what you've been doing this entire time, I'd assume that there are more players under the age of 18 than there are over the age of 18 on Marvel Rivals. So why are you trying to bring your grown-ass vulgar language in a child-dominated space?
Exactly. Assimilate. Assimilate. The game is dominated by kids. Assimilate. It's for kids. They don't want to hear all that cussing. They don't want to hear all that. They don't want to hear no grown 30, 40-year-old dude in there talking crazy because his day ain't going good. They don't want to hear that either. Simulate. Act accordingly, buddy.
You hate it so much when women enter a male-dominated space, so why are you doing it? And I can assure you, there was women playing Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 back in the day. Women playing the game isn't this new profound concept. It's just the internet is way bigger now. And not to be too political, but you being a black person and telling the minority group to assimilate is nefarious work. That's
what I'm trying to say. Assimilate is crazy wordage. Crazy verbiage from you, my boy.
It's me though. I'm starting to think this is less about gaming and more about you not liking women. And what sucks, there is actually men that agree with him. I don't know how someone could form these feelings without any contextual evidence to support any of the claims that he made.
Genuinely has made the gaming experience worse. More and more women coming onto the game.
That's a really weird fucking hill to fucking die on. It's reeking misogyny. It's reeking in the closet. It's reeking.
That boy is beyond. He's in the basement closet.
Like your mommy didn't love you, really. That's
Excellent usage of the clown makeup, I think.
Look at this dude, man. Who is taking this dude seriously? He look like he's snitching on everybody. He look like if you on your break at work and you smoking a cigarette, he would go in there. Oh, they're all smoked. Like he seems like that type. Look at this cornball face, man.
But let's go ahead and say one thing early on in this video. I feel like this shouldn't have to be stated, but you know, gay men are gay because they like men. Gay men are not gay because they hate women. In an attempt to call me...
Yeah, but we feel like you both. Let's just leave it right there. We feel like you both. Your mannerisms, the way you talk, the way your viewpoint is,
out for a supposed form of bigotry, that being misogyny, you immediately partake in another form of bigotry, which is homophobia. Now, I don't care. I'm just pointing out the double standards from your perspective. Let me give you an example. Let's say I make fun of an individual for being fat. I am insulting them with obesity being the baseline, which means that I, as the insulter, believe that obesity is a bad thing. So, if you are insulting me saying that I'm in the closet, then the baseline of the insult is homosexuality. That means that you're saying that homosexuality is a bad thing.
No, that is not what she's saying. What she's saying is that your takes is based off of your homosexuality. The reason why you want to play games with only dudes and you don't want girls in the game and with you is based off your homosexuality. Not that it's an issue, but that might be the reason why you're making this type of public opinion about women, even though you know dudes do the same thing. That's what they're saying. They ain't saying that, oh, it's a problem with you being a homosexual. You can be whatever you want. Just if you're going to be a homosexual and you want to do that, you can't have no opinions about what women doing and what they got going on, because they can do what they want to do. If they want to play the game, they want to play the game. You want to go be with dudes, you can be with dudes. Nobody cares. But at the same time, you can't be this bias where you feel like, oh, dudes can only do this, dudes can only do that, and then have the mannerisms that you have. You already know what people gonna put 2 and 2 together. Come on, huh?
Which means that you're critiquing and insulting my supposed bigotry with another form of bigotry. And this is common that women
That whole head now, bigotry, that's come on now, that's sassy, my boy.
do. This isn't something, unheard of. Doesn't change the fact that it's not hypocritical. But what else could I expect from someone with the clown makeup?
You can tell the hate was getting to bruh. This is his 4th video. He recorded this right off the wake up. He has bed hair, crust on his face, and eye boogies. Brother was losing sleep behind this shit. Bro, this dude also has a butt chin. Bro, butt chin, Smash Bros cut, crust, and eye boogies is crazy work.
That's what I'm trying to say. He got the full cornball package. The haircut, the face, the booty chin, the 1980s cop vibe going on. Like, he got the whole thing.
Say this though, this last video was the only time you've made logical sense, so I'll give props to you. I want to wrap this video up by saying this: do not be like him. You will never get girls if you act like this, and furthermore, you will never have friends that actually want to be around you if you act like this. People like him are insufferable. While I can agree gaming is a male-dominated space, women aren't the ones ruining gaming. It is the shitty, griefing teammates like you that are ruining gaming. Yeah, bro, we seen you sitting at the spawn throwing the match. If you want to disrespect women, go on one of those corny-ass cringe red pill podcasts or some shit like that. And if you want to cuss on the game and not get banned, how about you stop playing Marvel Rivals? Because just like you said, the minority should assimilate.
Yeah. That was definitely, he's one of the biggest issues wrong with gaming right now. Like, I wouldn't even want to get in a lobby with dude. It just, his whining already will just kill the whole game for me. And then his voices is just kind of irritating as well. Like, I just ain't like him from the jump of the video. You guys drop in the comments, let me know what you think about this. Do you actually feel like girls are affecting the way gaming is going? If you feel like dude is a cornball and you agree with me, drop a like and subscribe. Cause for sure, I agree he's a cornball. I wholeheartedly feel like dude ain't got no girlfriend and dude's in the closet. You know, people might have a difference of opinion. That's just mine. But with that, we are out. Deuces.